The Associated Press is reporting that the NSA is tracking billions of cell phone records on a daily basis, tracking the locations of nearly 5 billion different cell phone records every day overseas, including those belonging to Americans abroad, according to the Washington Post's report from yesterday. The NSA inadvertently gathers the location records of tens of millions of Americans who travel abroad annually, along with billions of other records it collects by tapping into worldwide mobile broadband cables, according to a report from the newspaper. This means that essentially the NSA can track the movements of almost any cell phone around the world and map the relationships of that cell phone user to other locations and to other individuals. The Post said that a powerful analytic computer program called Co-Traveler can crunch the data of billions of unsuspecting people, building patterns of relationships between them and where their phones go, and it can reveal a previously unknown terrorist suspect in a sort of guilt by cell phone association system, for example. This has been revealed as a result of the documents given to The Guardian by Edward Snowden, former NSA independent contractor, I guess, for lack of a better term. The NSA has not commented on this. Lewis, I have to say, nothing that is revealed about the NSA at this point comes as a shock or surprise to me.
No, but this is, I mean, the scale of it is certainly impressive, isn't it? I mean, would you have predicted this?
No, I don't know. See, that's the thing. I don't know whether I would have predicted it, but it's certainly not surprising, right? And some people are saying, what's the big deal? They're just tracking location data based on GPS location. Location data, especially when aggregated over a longer period of time, as this technology can do, is widely regarded by privacy advocates as uniquely sensitive information because it is no longer really metadata when you know when a specific cell phone was in a specific location at a specific time and you can map that location. This is not really metadata anymore, which so much, Lewis, has been, I guess, defended by saying we do collect metadata that gives us broad ideas. This is very specific data.
Of course, if you're talking about specific terrorists and terrorist plots, metadata is not going to foil that. Metadata is not going to get you specific names. So clearly, we're talking about something other than just the collection of metadata.
So now we have location and we have porn habits, which can be collected and explored by security agencies. Is it how? So basically, if you're, I don't know, Carlos Miller, the NSA could know that you're at 906 Blueberry Hill Lane most days, that you go to fast food restaurants 4 times a week, and that you're a huge fan of manatee porn, for example. That's quite a picture that the NSA can paint of individuals.
That's crucial information, David. That knowledge keeps us safe.
As far as I'm aware, I'm not an expert in this. The closest and most recent U.S. Supreme Court case about this type of surveillance is U.S. versus Jones from 2012. And in this case, police investigators asked for and received a warrant to put one of these GPS devices on the underside of a defendant's car, but then exceeded the warrant's scope, both in geography and length of time. And the Supreme Court voted unanimously that this did violate the Fourth Amendment, but the reasoning was actually not unanimous. The majority said that installing the GPS device was a sort of trespass on private property, and that was kind of unreasonable search and seizure per se. This is very different than saying that this is a violation of the expectation of privacy. So the Supreme Court last year had an opportunity to issue a broader precedent-setting ruling on this, but instead they said it specifically violated trespass, which basically could be interpreted, Lewis, as meaning they chose not to weigh in broadly about this type of surveillance.
Yeah, which is not really surprising, but there's certainly a lot of legal gray area, right?
No question about it.